welcome back in with a unique blend of genres, including soul, pop, rock, and electronic elements. Our next guest is truly a one-of-a-kind entertainer with a talented producer right by her side. Here to share more about their musical careers, singer-songwriter Ariel Marin and multi-platinum producer James Early. I'm so excited to have you both with us today. Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
Happy to be here.
Yes, and in a while we're going to get a performance from you both, and that is going to be so fun. But I've got to learn your story first.
Sure.
Where did you start in music?
Oh my goodness. Well, I started really as a child. My mother was a rock singer. She was slotted to take Grace Slick's place in the airplane, but you know, Grace said no way. So I got it from really early, you know, that professional inspiration.
Wow, yeah, started young. And James, you play the guitar. How did you get started musically yourself?
My mother was a musician. She played guitar and bass when I was a little boy, and I played drums, and she just kind of taught me how to play bass and guitar now.
Wonderful. So. It's cool that you guys are kind of both honoring your mothers in your musical careers. That is very nice. Now, tell me what your relationship is working-wise. You're a producer, you're a singer-songwriter. How does that blend to make a great product?
Perfectly. It really does. A lot of people ask me, do we get on each other's nerves? Never. We really just work really seamlessly at all times. And it's to the point where I'll think a song and he's already playing it on the guitar. So it's a beautiful thing.
So cool to have someone who just gets you like that.
Absolutely.
Very cool. Okay, no, so I want to talk about the music that you're making these days. I know there's a lot going on for you. We're going to hear one of your songs later on. Tell me what the experience has been like. What have you done lately?
Oh my goodness. Well, we have a big show coming up. We just did the Blue Note in Napa in January. March 29th, we have a huge show coming up at the Bell Theater in San Leandro, featuring Juan Escovedo, Eddie M., from Prince's band.
Wow.
How honored am I to have musicians from Prince's band. Of course, multi-platinum MC Hammer producer, James Early.
Wow.
We're working on my album, and we have a ton of acoustic shows in between, and we are very much working on going global.
Very cool. Do you guys, you have so much experience. Do you have any favorite maybe show you've done or song you've written, any moment that sticks out like this was such a high for me?
Oh my goodness. It feels like that's a trick question because if I say, you know what my favorite is, I could be reamed behind the scene. However, James and I did a song together called Supa Supa, and a couple of songs I wrote before I met him, Warrior and Peculiar, but Supa Supa is this just rejoicing dance song that we wrote with the idea of being in roller rinks. And that video shoot was so fun. So
yes. Well, you know, and also some of my favorite moments also are performing on stage. I love performing with her. We get to collaborate there with our bands and interact with the audiences, and we love it. We sold out shows at Yoshi's in different venues, so we're excited about every show we do.
Very cool. Yes, Yoshi's, of course, such a staple. Well, congratulations on your success. This is so fun. Do we know yet what's in the works next? Are there any exciting announcements of what's coming next for you guys?
Well, again, March 29th, we have the big show at the Bell Theater in San Leandro featuring Juan Escovedo, Eddie M., James Early, and incredible special guests. We always have a surprise in each of our shows. So that's exciting. And then in the next 2 months, we will complete my album. My first album, finally.
Coming soon,
We've got some great things in the works.
Wonderful. And when you guys make music, how do you hope people feel when they're listening to it or watching you guys perform?
Sure. I always say every single day I want to bring twinkles to eyes and smiles to hearts, because that's what it's all about. It's really all about you as an audience and being able to lift the burdens of the day or a lifetime and letting people exhale and just be free. And so each and every time I perform and we perform, we keep that perspective because it's all about that, just bringing joy.
Wonderful. Well, it seems like you guys do. I think you have such good energy, especially together. Yes, you guys are just awesome. I've always been so impressed by songwriting. I feel like it would be so challenging, but so rewarding at the same time. How do you go about making a song? Where do you start?
I usually start by inspiration. So if I go through something and it just sparks a thought in my mind. That's where I will start to pen a song. Or, you know, sometimes it's the feeling of a song. So he'll make music, and I'll go with whatever that inspires within me.
Yeah, the music that we make is all about making other people feel good. Yeah. And so it starts there. We want to make a song that makes everybody feel welcome and inclusive and festive, no matter what. If it's a love song or a dance song or whatever, we want people to feel good when they hear it. So that's really the motivation every time we do it.
Great. Now, you both told me that you started musically as children. You had these influences in your families that kind of sparked this interest in you. Any message to maybe a young listener out there today who's thinking, what they do seems so cool, how can I get started? Any message to those people?
Absolutely. I always tell young people to pursue your passion no matter what, because you were created for a purpose. And when you follow that thing, you just can't live without doing. Amazing doors open up. Even if others doubt it, just follow that, follow those instincts, and it makes for an extraordinary life, and in the process, you'll uplift others.
Yes.
Yeah, and make rhythms and whatever you need to do. Sing along with other songs that come on the radio. When I was a little boy, I used to bang on the pots and pans. I mean, I was a toddler, and my mom at first was annoyed by it, but then she was wise enough to allow it, her and my dad, and they nurtured it. And not long after that, they purchased drums for me and totally encouraged me. So it's good for parents to help that along as well.
Yes, that's a great piece of advice. Yes, so true. Quickly, last question for you. Tell me a little bit about the song you're going to play for us today.
Sure. So we're going to play the song Peculiar People, and I wrote this song for everyone to recognize the unique gifts and talents that they have. And like I said before, if you embrace those gifts, it opens up doors, and those gifts are also there to uplift the world. So really think about your purpose as I sing this song.
Yay, well, I love the message. Well, thank you all so much.